Hai, Yusman Ramadhani. Selamat datang di Kadamabox. Assalamualaikum Bang.
Waalaikumsalam.
Hai. Waalaikumsalam.
Kabar. Aku mau tanya dong, lancar nggak sih ininya streamnya? Kali ini aku nggak ada live di TikTok nih. Delay atau
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
delay atau lancar?
Lumayan lancar.
Oke. Bagus deh kalau lumayan lancar ya.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine.
Gimana? Hari ini udah selesai sekolahnya ya? Udah pulang ya?
Missed, as always.
BTW muka lu kenapa Bang?
Kena tonjok nih.
Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great library...
Please, don't apologize.
Oke, kita mau lanjut Final
I'll send
Fantasy
word to our
lagi.
associate.
Nggak inget nih sampai mana terakhir setelah 5 tahun kematian Sid. Kita menjadi Sid ya. 5 atau 2 tahun ya, lupa.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind.
Kita
Not
dijuluki
too
Sid.
tired to go filching Kubo nut. Always got a pocket full.
Hush now.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Oke, kita istirahat dulu. Aku sampai lupa loh tombol-tombol mainnya. Gara-gara kebanyakan main game lain.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like
Kok patah-patah Bang?
to be
Serius,
myself.
patah-patah.
And it's all thanks to you,
Harusnya
Talia.
sih normal
The
ya.
scalpel did most of the work.
Oh, koneksinya turun
Before I
dikit nih.
forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto
Mungkin
left it on
sempat
your
turun
desk.
dikit kali.
Not a stolus. All right. I'll have a look.
Sempat turun kali ya.
And then you get some rest.
Ntar aku sambil lihat di handphone ya.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Ntar aku sambil lihat di handphone.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived. Oh, no. I still owe over the head with my wife.
Bang kapan lanjut main Outlast?
Belum tahu ya Outlast kapan ya. Oh, karena nggak 60 fps berarti kali ya. Yang sampai di kalian nggak 60 fps nih.
Kapan-kapan bisa lah.
Ya kapan ya. Kalau tiba-tiba udah nggak ada game yang aku mainin.
With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to
Agak
trouble us.
putus-putus
Good
dikit.
news, then.
It's more than that.
Coba aku putus koneksi terus
This is
aku
our
ubah
chance.
settingan ya.
The one we've been waiting for.
Kira-kira dia bisa nggak?
So much more. Each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
Ngelanjut nggak dia nih?
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
Bisa jadi 60
This
fps
mission
nggak?
of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange
Frame
for
drop, ya.
momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but
Try not to forget.
Pengen ngubah.
We're
Ngubah apa ya
only here
tadi ya?
because Joshua gave us a second chance.
Oke.
It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
Kita menelaah ceritanya dulu nih.
he did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals.
Oke, untuk dunia tanpa Mother Crystal.
To Sid.
Lancar gini kan enak nontonnya.
And so the North is lost.
Serius lancar ya? Di tempatku kok putus ya?
I know that the blight spread ever more
Kenapa ya?
swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have
Tapi
imagined.
serius lancar ya?
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
Dikit.
Di tempatku udah nggak bisa diputar malah.
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows.
Udah yang penting di lain bisa ya.
Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Dianggap sudah end life gitu tadi di tempatku.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
Kita ngobrol sama Otto. Ottonya sebelah sana. Oke, kita ngobrol sama Otto karena katanya Martha yang ada di penginapan hilang.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha...
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the poor bear.
Bang, bisa upgrade pedang nggak?
Bisa upgrade pedang, bisa.
Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing. Complained that it was...
And now she's
Tapi
missing.
harus ada barang-barangnya
She's
juga.
fallen into the hands of the Empire.
Harus
We
ada
could be
itemnya.
next.
Couple of curse breakers are already... They should speed up the search.
Don't worry, Otto.
If you need volunteers, just say the word. And our band when it comes to the old fisticuffs.
Curse breaker. Clive di sini. Kita samperin Martha dulu.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like
Lah,
a storm.
teleport.
No one was spared their
Iya,
fury.
teleport.
Martha tried to
Nggak ada
step in and
jalannya
calm
ya.
things down, but
Teleport aja.
all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrow.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards.
Langsung terbang menuju ke
Jill
ini.
and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling.
Calling.
I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You'd...
Oke. Langsung ya kita
Khan is right.
menuju.
That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling.
Udah lawan berapa bos bang?
Bearers are the property
Waduh,
of the
berapa ya?
Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone.
Bos
The
yang
orders
paling
would have
berat
had to have come
kayaknya
from higher up.
satu ya, yang ngalahin ini, yang sampai Sid mati pokoknya itu paling berat tuh, paling lama ya, paling panjang mas. Kalau berat mah relatif sih. Oke, kita ke arah sini ya.
If those horses touch it.
Aku sambil nginget-nginget kontrolnya ya. Ditinggalin lupa juga.
Look. Up ahead. Martha.
Oke, matanya di bawah ya. Nggak ada yang lihat apa warga kampung. Ditinggalin gitu aja. Nggak ada yang nyoba nyari gitu.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers.
Kenapa lupa kontrol, Bang?
Soalnya banyak main game lain. Aku main Monster Hunter Rise. Aku main Fortnite. Aku main The Finals. Jadi kayak banyak kontrol.
Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Apalagi nggak main FF berapa hari? 3 hari apa ya?
Black Shields.
Shoot.
Is this some sort of twisted joke?
Oke, kita lanjut ya. Sambil ingat-ingat tombolnya kita.
Kebanyakan game itu mah wakak.
Iya.
Even for the Empire.
Apalagi kalau main Outlast, syukur gamenya pendek-pendek yang lain ya. Kalau main Outlast, main apa itu cukup panjang. Kamu kalau ketemu nyamuk segede gitu gimana tuh? Kamu pukul atau ya. Oke, kita udah mulai terbiasa lagi sama kontrolnya. Karena beda game, beda gaya main nih.
Kaburlah. Siapa juga yang mau digigit nyamuk segede bantal?
Nah, itu belum disedot udah mati duluan kena tancap jarumnya tuh. Kayaknya cuma kamu yang notice aku tuh live di YouTube ya, Yusman ya.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Karena aku setia.
Mantap.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we
Ada 5 aja yang kayak kamu, senang banget aku.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Too slow.
Mampus nggak tuh kena listrik ya.
Nama cewek yang lu bawa siapa, Bang?
Namanya Jill ya. Aduh duh. Namanya Jill. Bukan Jill Valentine. Aduh duh. Oke, selesai. Cepat juga.
Is that all of them?
Gak mungkin nih. Pasti ada yang lain nih. Gak cuma mungkin
I
cuma
think
itu.
so.
Oh, udah. Gak mungkin segampang itu. Pasti ada tambahannya nih.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Kita cari-cari di sekitar. Kita nyari yang namanya AB. Ini dia AB. Jadi kayak memutih tuh, kayak dapat kemampuan kayak dibekuin gitu.
Cantik bet ceweknya kayak Tifa Lockhart.
Cuma kalau Tifa lebih gede ya. Karena lebih sedang. Paham-paham lah ya, tahu lah ya.
We're friends of Martha.
Dede apanya Waka?
Are the Imperials dead?
Dia masih hidup tapi badannya mati ya, putih gitu ya.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved. Tell Mother.
Ngomong apa sih dia?
In here.
Clive.
Dia mati.
He's gone.
Oke, pasti nggak tahan lagi sih badannya.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the...
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearer's remains.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust.
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Kayaknya quest berkelanjutan ya. Lihat kita ke daerah selatan sini. Yang luar biasanya adalah dia pakai baju yang menurutku cukup berat. Tapi dia bisa lari sekencang itu. Apa nih? Riman.
Bang main Ghost of Tsushima?
Nggak punya Ghost of Tsushima. Gimana dong?
What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
kejar, buset. Kayaknya bos spesial nih.
Game horor yang lu punya di PS ada berapa, Bang?
Nggak banyak. Kalau yang beli sih nggak punya ya. Semuanya pasti dapat gratisan ya. Kayak Outlast itu juga gratis, jadi aku bisa main. Tapi nggak aku mainin karena aku nggak suka horor.
Game kok gratisan? Canda wakaf.
Iyalah. Jadi sekali beli bayangin ini 800.000, Hogwarts 1 juta. Canda 1 juta. Jadi lebih baik yang gratis ya. Kalau misalnya ada yang gratis. Makanya
Mahal-mahal gamenya.
saya beli game yang dipengenin aja jadinya. Kalau lagi nggak pengen ya nggak beli. Nah, Outlast aku nggak beli karena ngapain beli game Outlast gitu, buang-buang duit 400.000 cuma buat game gituan kalau aku ya. Kecuali aku dibayar buat main game. Nah, game apa aja aku mainin buat kalian. Belum dibayar jadi ya ada preferensi tersendiri jadinya, main game untuk hiburan semata jadinya.
Mata duitan.
Tapi butuh duit, kamu nggak punya duit nggak bisa beli game, bener nggak? Jadi lebih baik beli game untuk diri sendiri. Kalau misalnya dibayar sama sponsor, oh misal main game ini nih aku bayar, oke boleh. Misalnya game yang nggak aku sukai gitu, mungkin bisa-bisa aja. Tapi kalau misalnya untuk saat ini ya aku mainin game yang aku suka ya, Yusman. Mungkin kalau misalnya pas tiba-tiba nggak ada game, mungkin bisa lah ya, mungkin game yang lain. Realistis sih, bukan berusaha untuk matre ya. Karena beli game tidak murah.
Bang, lu punya game aksi gak?
Emang ini bukan game aksi? Ini kelihatan game yang tidur-tiduran doang kan? Enggak juga ya, action ini. Aduh.
Game tempur.
FPS mungkin maksudmu, kayak COD gitu. Nggak ada. Kalau dulu sih punya Battlefield ya, Battlefield 1 atau Battlefield 4. Kalau yang FPS ya. orang. Mampus. Kalau Call of Duty nggak juga. Kalau aksi yang FPS The Finals
Kapan-kapan main di PS4 lah, mau lihat game-gamenya.
Kenapa harus turun ke PS4 lagi kalau ada di PS5 nak Yusman? Main di PS5 aja.
You didn't see that coming.
Kan udah di PS ini Yusman, kenapa harus ke PS4 lagi? Tuh, sama aja. Atau kamu kira ini di PC Yusman? Atau kamu kira aku main di komputer nih?
Bukan.
Terus gimana? Gimana nih maksudnya nih? Soalnya game PS4 bisa dimainin di PS5, game PS5 nggak bisa dimainin di PS4. Terus gimana Yusman?
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden.
Katanya lu punya banyak game di PS4.
Punya banyak game? Enggak ada bilang banyak game di PS4.
And now they are truly free.
Gamenya semuanya di sini nih. Tuh, game PS4 ku tuh di sini juga. Soalnya di PS4 udah nggak ada game ya. Gamenya yang dimainin ini aja. Tuh kan PS4 tuh. Gamenya sudah aku masukin hard disk semua, Yusman. Gamenya tuh di hard disk semua. Kan digital. Jadi semuanya di hard disk. Sama belum di-download. Ada game PS4 tapi belum di-download. Soalnya harus di-download semua. Kalau yang ini Cold War ini aku punya tapi apa ya? Oh, yang multiplayernya ya. Battlefield 2042. Kalau yang game aksi yang kamu maksud itu mungkin ya itu Battlefield. Ini game PS4 PS5 tuh kan. Game PS4, game PS5. Kayak gitu maksudnya. Game PS4-nya bukan ada di PS4, tapi ada di hard disk. Begitu. Kalau kemarin itu di PT, aku nggak bisa mainin di PS5 karena gamenya cuma bisa dimainin di konsol di mana ya di download. Itu game spesial banget soalnya. Bahkan katanya kalau ada PS yang ada game PT-nya, harga PS-nya tuh naik.
It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
Kalau ada yang mau beli 10 juta mah aku jual kali ini. Cuma perkara game PT tuh. Soalnya game PT itu game yang nggak jadi ya, maksudnya ya game nggak jadi pokoknya, nggak jadi rilis. Wait.
Thank you, Founder.
Oi, look sharp! And they called themselves our countrymen.
Oi.
No one survived then.
Benar.
I'm
Tidak ada
sorry.
yang selamat.
Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame.
Jangan menyalahkan
Doesn't
diri.
mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains, but it should have been me. This was all my fault.
Apa?
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. If those Imperials think they can come in here again... Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well.
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young... What in the world is going on?
Oke, ada quest.
Try not to move. Don't want to make it worse.
Oi! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. There's a...
Where can I find...
I saw him. You save White, and don't worry.
I'm sure I...
And good luck.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you. You're safe now. White Heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy?
Oke, kita udah berhasil ngalahin para penculik Kokobo ya.
It couldn't be.
Ah.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived.
Ternyata punyanya sendiri ya.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mound. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter.
what is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are. Figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Oke, kita masih coba-coba lihat kualitas ya. Kalau misalnya 4000 aja udah aman, kita di 4000 aja. Supaya nggak terlalu sering ngalamin headway ya. Sambil lihat-lihat, sebentar aku mau setting layar ya biar agak terang. ke-15. Mungkin cukup ya, jangan supaya nggak terlalu terang-terang banget, terus nggak terlalu gelap gitu.
Thanks, Gal.
Oke, lanjut kita hajar-hajarin aja para monster. Cukup oke ya, nggak terlalu kotak-kotak banget, nggak apa-apa. Tadi 4.000 sementara. Travel menuju highway.
Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
They'll be fine. Sid wouldn't be here if they weren't.
Finish with that lot so we can...
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well,
Bess.
I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain. Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth. I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Finish with that log so we can...
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Oh, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
I hear there's trouble.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I hear there's trouble in those areas. As ragged as goats.
Think it's all right to touch him?
What do you need? So, what'll it be? No scratches, right? And?
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken it. But no, here it is. The secret's in bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
And you say Sid built this place?
So Mather's all right.
Yep.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into...
These aren't those apples, are they? She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was eating have a...
That sounds like...
Planning on keeping that lot. Hang on. I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run...
Not so much as a thank you. Well, you can leave the basket with me.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
I hope you don't mind, Sid. I changed the linens in your clothes while you were away.
come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks. They were clearly very...
They remembered her. I suppose she put everything when she died.
And through you.
I didn't.
By the way...
Of course not. They like your fruit,
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Yeah!
Company.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all. for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Excuse me, but
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.